Hey y'all, hope everybody's doing alright. So, I'm still working on lighting, and you know, I'm trying my best to get some videos up. Which brings me to the video of this day. I'm gonna try to get a couple more in if I can. It seems that America's beliefs are not living up to what they're supposed to be. That's what this video is about. YouTube or social media. YouTube, when it first started out, was great. I loved YouTube back in the day because there was none of this extreme censorship. You learned so much information out there from so many people with so many different sources of information. It truly is the Library of Alexandria. You know, like so much out there's floating that you can read. The problem is you have sources in the United States along with the world that don't want you to have this information, and they're doing what they can to censor it. And sadly, I think one of the biggest key components is in the United States. YouTube, for example, you know, there's all kinds of restrictions they're placing on people now to even show a product. Like I don't know what I can show anymore that's farm content related without getting a strike. I've never had a strike, and I have an opinion on that too. I never have had a strike yet, and the reason why is because, in my opinion, it's because I don't rate the attention that the other YouTube channels that do gun content rate. If I did, then I'm pretty sure I'd have strikes on me. Grand Thumb and other groups that have risen to this YouTube stardom, great fan base, they have been hit with strikes. They've had channels taken down or content taken down, however you want to call it. So I don't know what the future of the First Amendment is going to be for us as Americans. It don't look good. A lot of things going on in our country today really don't look good. It scares me to death. But that's the small part about this video. This one's not going to be long. Then I'm hoping to roll into something. But yeah, I am still going to put out put out content as best as I can. But I don't know how much longer that's going to go on. My inevitable goal is for this to be a library of my life. I think it's a great idea. One of the things that you can do with YouTube is like a library, so that your grandson could see you, or your great grandson. I mean, imagine what it's like. Think about it, and I've said it before in other videos. Imagine what it would be like if your 10th generation grandson is able to sit there and look at these videos and go, that was my ancestor. That's what he thought. That's what he did. That's what he enjoyed to do. And that's the world that he lived in. And how amazing would that be from someone that far in the future to go, we've actually made our life better progressing forward, or we've actually deteriorated our life progressing forward. We've eroded our civil liberties more to where there's none of that. So we may be the catalyst of the future to show them that the past has more to give you than the future does, if it's gotten to the point where your freedoms are so gone that they look at us and go, wow, they really were freer people than we could ever dream of being. Anyways, small little video on this. I hope to have some more up, but I don't know. I don't know what the future of YouTube's going to be, or the future of having a voice is going to be. But I think if we don't do something, if we don't stand up as a citizens, as like I said before, we need to stop being civilians and start taking the power that we have, which is a citizen. Now, if we don't start taking that power and we don't start using that power, then we've lost. A great example, okay, in the area that I live in my home state, my representative is a Democrat. Don't like that, but that's the way it is. He was elected, and though I did not vote for him, he works for me. I don't work for him. So when the ATF brought out this new crazy ruling about how they're going to be the ones to have the power to say that you are an unlicensed FFL dealer because you sold a shotgun to a citizen, now we can determine that. We can determine that you are a unlicensed. And not only that, what I found very scary is, and I'm still trying to understand it, we're still trying to understand the ruling, is they're saying they have that right, they have that power that was given to them because of the Safer Community Act bill that's now law. Thank you, Republicans. Y'all did that. You did that. See, and that's like I've always said before. There's no difference between a Democrat and a Republican. They're all Washington, D.C. D.C. is here, and the rest of the nation's here. And there's such a great divide between D.C. and us. And the other problem is that we Americans, we focus on D.C. so much, we forget what goes on in our own state. There's a power grab going on. And it's been going on for a long time. It's been going on for over 100 years. It's how do we erode the Constitution so bad that the American public don't know what even it is. And we're there. We're there. But if we don't get back to being a citizen and standing firm in the belief that you don't work, I don't work for you, you work for me. I voted you in. I'm going to vote you out. I'm not talking about arms. I'm talking about your brain, using your Constitution, because they're dang sure using it internationally and nationally against us. That is the saddest thing, is you got Americans that are hell-bent on destroying the internal power, meaning us, the power of the people, and creating so much of a bureaucratic government body that a Senate's not even needed, or a House. And our elected officials are greatly a part of that. But anyways, really short little deal, about 8 minutes into this. Done running my mouth. Hope to have some fun video come up. But I don't know what you can do and what you can't do. Today you can have Fruit of the Looms, and tomorrow it's Hanes, or today it's steak and tomorrow it's Beanie Weenies. I don't know. You should not have to worry about the rules and regulations. Even though we don't own YouTube, meaning the people worldwide that present content and place it on YouTube, we do have a power. And if we would just realize that, what would happen if everybody who does YouTube channels just suddenly stopped for 2 months? Just 2 months. Not one brand new YouTube, nothing put out for 2 months. No content for 2 months. What would that do to YouTube? What would that do to their money? Okay. I don't know. But anyways, hope to have some more out and be back directly, y'all.